Alright, sorry in advance. There's a fan right next to me. Also, the light is kind of glaring, I know. But this is going to be a black and green deck with Infect and Scavenge. So, I'm going to start off with the creatures themselves. Sorry about my bed, by the way. So I'm going to go in order from the top to the bottom. But there's Terra Swarm. It's a zombie worm, common, 5/5 with Scavenge. Honestly, I'm glad this works the way I want. I'll get to this in a minute though, so I'll just take this like that. There are some cards in here that weren't originally supposed to be in this deck, and then I made the decision to put them in the deck. This is one of those cards. Bailiff Null, it's a 6 cost, 4/5. When it enters the battlefield, return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to the hand. Honestly, again, this isn't something I originally that was ever in my Infect decks, because this is not my first time making an Infect deck. But I ended up getting this card somewhat recent. I don't remember exactly how long ago, but it was originally not for this deck. And then as I'm going through all my cards, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm definitely putting this in there. Speaking of, there are some cards that I can't find that I know I have somewhere. I just, again, can't find them, so I had to do replacements. Spine Biter. It's a 6-drop, 3/4 with Infect. And then it says I may have Spine Biter assign its combat damage as though it weren't block. So, even if you do block, well, guess what? You're still taking 3 poison counters. Golgari Longlegs, a 5-drop, 5/4. It just doesn't do anything else. Korozda Gorgon, sorry, I'm not pronouncing shit right. 5-drop, 2/5 with Death Touch, and then I can tap 2. Remove a +1/+1 counter from a target creature I control, and then target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Well, there's not very many, but there's quite a few Scavenge abilities, which is kind of why it works, because Scavenge, putting +1/+1s on my Infect creatures, making them so they can add more +1/+1 counters, and then her removing them might make -1/-1 counters. I don't know. This is a 3/3 Infect with that's also a 5-drop Scourge Servant. Sorry, English is hard. Pestilent Soul Eater, a 5-drop 3/3, where if I pay a black or 2 life, it can gain Infect until end of turn. Honestly, I don't like this card, but give me a second. Sorry. I don't like this card, but it's in here because it's just in here. Honestly, it's an Infect card, so. This is Thrashing Maw's Dog, a 4-drop 3/3 with Reach and Scavenge. Tingle Angler, a 4-drop 1/5 with Infect. I can pay a green, and target creature has to block him if they're able to. Tel Jalad Fallen, a 4-drop 3/1 with protection from artifacts. It has Infect as well. Flesh Eater Imp, a 4-drop 2/2 with Flying and Infect. I can sacrifice a creature, and Flesh Eater Imp gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Sluiceway Scorpion, a 4-drop 2/2 with Death Touch and Scavenge. This was originally meant to be a green-black commander that I was going to do with him, but then I decided not to do it as a commander. So, this is Viral's the Scar Striped. It is a 3-drop 2/2. Sorry about the cat. Each creature card in your graveyard has Scavenge. The Scavenge cost is equal to its mana cost. I can't hold my hand straight. I'm sorry, it's shaking. Sacrifice another creature, and I can regenerate him. Hush. Grr. Meow meow. 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 Sorry. Stonefair Crocodile, 3-drop, 3/2. I can pay 3, it gains lifelink until end of turn. You are annoying as hell. Grr. Catacomb Sifter, 3-drop, 2/3, has Devoid. When Catacomb Sifter enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 colorless Eldrazi Scion creature token onto the battlefield. I'm going to ignore the rest of that. Whenever another creature you control dies, scry 1. This is another one of those cards that wasn't meant to be in here. I couldn't find a very specific card, so this is taking that place. Cyst Bearer, a 3-drop, 2/3 with Infect. Trestle Troll, it's a 3-drop with 1/4 Defender and Reach, and I can pay 3 to regenerate. Viridian Betrayer, a 3-drop, 3/1. It has Infect as long as an opponent is poisoned. It doesn't have to be the defending player, it's just as long as a opponent is poisoned, which is nice. I mainly am referring to multi-matches. Rot Wolf. I don't know if I have multiple. I used to have a full set. I think I only have 2 in this deck. But it's a 3-drop, 2/2, Infect. Whenever a creature dealt damage by Rot Wolf this turn is put into the graveyard, I may draw a card. Oh, I do. Okay, there's 3. I still don't have a full set, but there is 3. Sewer Shambler, a 3-drop, 2/1 with Swamp Walk, and it has Scavenge. Cosmogoyf, whatever. 2-drop. I'm not going to read that. Or read its power toughness, to be honest. But its power is equal to the number of creatures I control. Sorry. This creature's power is equal to the number of cards I own in exile, and its toughness is equal to that plus 1. Scavenge takes everything into the graveyard and exiles it to put +1/+1 counters on my creatures, which is great for this guy. So that's kind of why he's in here, is because of Scavenge. I'm not saying shit properly. I'm recording a video, sorry, hi. Flenser Might, 2-drop, it's a 1/1 Infect with lifelink. Blight Mamba, 2-drop, 1/1 Infect, you pay 2 to regenerate it. Glistener Elf, 1-drop, 1/1 Infect. As you can see, I have 2 copies. Those are the creatures. Now I'm going to go to the non-creatures. Spread the Sickness, a 5-drop, destroy a target creature, then proliferate. Golgari Cluestone, 3-drop, I tap it to add a green or black. I could pay a black and green and then tap this card to sacrifice and draw a card. I don't know why that's positioned where it was. It should be technically the other way around, whatever. I try to have them based on mana cost, so the expensive shit is in front and then the less expensive stuff in the back. This is a 5-drop. It's Spider Spawning. I put a 1/2 green spider creature token with reach onto the battlefield for each creature card in my graveyard, and it has a flashback of 7. Again, that's another card that wasn't meant to be in here, but I ended up putting in here. Grizzly Salvage, a 2-drop instant. Reveal the top 5 cards of your library. I may put a creature or land from among them into my hand and put the rest into my graveyard. That's a great way to get Scavenge cards into my graveyard, in all honesty, so I do like this card a lot. Drown in Filth, a 2-drop sorcery, choose target creature. Choose target creature, put the top 4 cards of your library into your graveyard, then that creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn for each land card in your graveyard. Putrefy. Destroy a target, it's a 3-drop. Destroy a target artifact or creature and it cannot be regenerated. Pistis Strike, a 3-drop instant. Destroy a target creature with flying. Its controller gets a poison counter. Serpent's Gift, a 3-drop instant. Target creature gains Death Touch until end of turn. I don't like this card. To me, it's kind of expensive for what little it does, but I have it in here anyways because I felt like it works with how the deck theme is, kinda. So, yeah. Glissa Scorn, a 2-drop instant, destroy a target artifact. Its controller loses 1 life. Now for the non-basic lands. Hissing Quagmire, is that Quagmire? Yeah, sorry, the lighting or whatever. When it enters tapped, add a green or black to my mana pool. I pay 3, and it becomes a 2/2 creature with Death Touch. So, and then the rest are just Golgari, Guildgate. And then the rest are basic lands. So that's the deck. Alright, adios.